This is the horrible county road that Tony and Mariana Garrett deal with every single day.
Yeah, it's wearing out our suspension on our car because it's bumpity, 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 bump all the way down.
We hear it all the time during our visits to Angelina County. Horror stories. It's more than 3 years since the county borrowed $6 million to lay asphalt on a handful of roads and then never properly accounted for how it was spent. Why all the asphalt got used, but only a fraction of the promised roads got paved.
Getting dangerous.
It's getting dangerous. It's not just annoying.
Between January 2023 and January 2024, residents of Angelina County submitted 353 written complaints about the condition of 236 different county roads. Imagine just how many other folks just don't bother to complain anymore. Like this road. The one we almost busted an axle on, it's Homer Alto, just west of Lufkin.
People down here complain all the time, but they don't do anything about it.
Residents filed 5 separate complaints about Homer Alto in the past year. Road is out of hand, in need of repair. Several potholes and very rough road down Homer Alto.
They are a real hazard, and they're a sinkhole. They're not a pothole.
Neighbors say whatever the county dumps into the holes here to allegedly patch it just washes away with the very next thunderstorm.
You've got to know where they are to dodge them, or you're going to be in them.
It's nearly 4 years since voters approved hiring a professional to take over control of road projects away from county commissioners. It was supposed to be an engineer who was above politics, but today a non-engineer runs the roads under the direction of the county judge.
I'm looking forward to doing the best that we can for Angelina County, for all the people that live in it, and giving them the best bang for their buck.
The cars are taking a banging, all right.
Well, let me tell you what's been done since we've hired the new road administrator. The first main thing that we did is we put controls on the expenditures of the tax note money. That it has to come to the court in order to approve a project. First, with an estimate.
But more than 350 complaints in the past year tells you that not much has changed. And while Precinct 3 Commissioner candidate Gerald Williamson has this bizarre billboard saying the election is not all about the roads, we will soon see if the voters disagree.
We pay taxes. Where's our tax money go, if not to fix the road?
In the past 3 years, Angelina County has spent an average of $4.4 million on road and bridge maintenance. Last year, it spent $4.8 million, more than ever before. Precinct 1 candidate Rocky Thigpen didn't respond to our request for an interview, but his opponent calls his campaign a road to reform.
I was born and raised in Angelina County, and at this point, the voters and we have not gotten what we voted for.
With an election coming up, the stewardship of the roads are front and center. Commissioner candidate Rodney Paulette says the money now being spent is being wasted on cheap materials and temporary fixes.
Roads done professionally and properly managed, properly put in, used to last 15 years without ever having to go back and touch them for even a pothole. We don't have that today.
Ironically, the complaints about Homer Alto Road are no surprise to Paulette. After he spread dirt on this homeowner's property to repair damage caused by a clogged culvert, he got a thank you from the neighbors.
He was just trying to do what little he could do to fill that in to help them.
But he also got a felony indictment that smacked of politics from the now disgraced departed District Attorney Janet Castles. Even though there isn't a shred of evidence, Paulette got a penny to help these frustrated residents. In her recent resignation letter, Castles claimed politics, that's what drove her out of office. But now that Lane Thompson has been sworn in as the new DA, we'll be watching how quickly he dismisses the case. Let's take a drive on the most hated road in Angelina County, Morris Road. 14 complaints in just 1 year. Residents reported clogged culverts, dead trees, bad potholes, vehicle damage.
We need whole new front ends on 2 vehicles due to the road, and we had just bought them when they started all of the construction.
Clara Bergeron lives on Morris Road and asked the county to pay for the car repairs this road is costing her.
How much is this costing you?
About $2,000 for one and about $3 or $4 for the next.
Clara says the county refused.
It is just so narrow and so holy and bumpy and so hard to find a place to pass somebody. Lots of places it's not safe.
Wanda Ford isn't talking about passing a car to get around them. Her problem is getting by a car coming right at her.
My sons got pushed off over there in that ditch, and we had to pull him out with a tractor.
But resident complaints seem to fall on deaf ears.
Folks that have made these decisions, if they had to drive this every day, they wouldn't be happy.
Angelina County officials have clearly eroded public trust by playing favorites with road repairs. More than $1 million spent here on little-traveled Harley Golden, paving jobs ending at the driveway of an asphalt company executive. Former Commissioner Steve Smith getting fresh pavement in the front and back of his house while his neighbors on other streets didn't. And the county never auditing the use of millions of dollars in tax money despite serious, legitimate questions about the work that was done.
Oh no, it doesn't seem right. You would think they are there to help all of us citizens, you know.